Today's adventure is Gatorland, baby. We're taking you. What's going on, everybody? Good morning, greetings, salutations. What up, though? I'm Midwest Moe, certified technician, technical consultant, leader of the Shade Tree, certified Shade Tree crew, and West Chicago Avenue's most well-known rancher. Today's video is going to be a series, part of a series I have from my vacation. This time around, when we went out, we took some cameras and stuff along, gathered some footage so we can kind of take you guys along. I mean, for years, I know a lot of folks can relate. For many years, I wasn't able to take a vacation, didn't know what the heck a vacation was, So now I'm grateful to be, in a position blessed to where I can, take several times off a year to reset, unwind, clear my head and, enjoy myself. And today, in particular, we're going to be speaking about Gatorland. So let's get right into it. I'm going to present here. Share this screen. All right, we got this. Okay, here we go. Bam. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Gatorland. That's all. Let me throw myself in the corner here. All right, there we go. All right, Gatorland, located in Orlando, Florida. I have it on the experiences pages just so you guys can see everything that's available to do out there. You got the Screaming Gator zip line, which that was the number one. I mean, among other things, that was the number one reason I wanted to go, to get on the zip line. Also, the Croc Rock. They got some rock walls. I mean, they have like a whole little obstacle course where you do the zip lines, you do the rock walls, you have to go across like rope bridges and stuff. It's pretty cool. The Stumping Gator off-road adventure, which I thought would be cool, but that ended up being a lot more fun than I expected, man. This was a good one. They had the feeding shows. They also have it where, these are the wild shows, man. They got characters out here. And to be honest, everybody out there, man, the people were funny. And it was like they weren't really just trying to be funny. It was natural. It was cool, man. All the shows and the characters out there. But anyhow, they have some shows where they got guys doing wild stuff. But they also have it where you can pay and if you want to feed the alligators yourself or whatever, you can like hang a cord or something. And I believe it's a cord, some nylon type of deal. I did a different feeding, which you'll see later, which I thought was cooler. But they do have, for the folks that's kind of afraid, they got the deal where you can dangle a little chicken or meat or whatever the heck over them, and they'll go crazy. Yeah, Adventure Hour, that's the one we did. Adventure Hour. They also got the petting zoo, which was cool. And, they had a Gator Gauntlet, which is like, I'm not sure if they're still the only one, but at one time, Gatorland was like the only spot that had zip lining for people on wheelchairs and stuff, which I thought was dope. I was like, oh man, this is cool, because of course folks on wheelchairs and stuff, they miss out on a lot of stuff. So to be able to experience that with the double zip line rig is really cool. They also had a Gator Night Shine deal. And I think some people actually go on boats too. I've seen videos of folks in boats, but they had a little night shine deal where it's real spooky. You can see the gators and everything at night. We didn't stick around for that. They also had a trainer for a day. Now, this is another thing I was looking forward to, as kind of a big kid. I wanted to pet the turtle, but some knuckleheaded kid got there before us. This clown sat on the turtle, jumped and sat on the turtle's back and did something else. And anyhow, the turtle wasn't hurt or whatever, but they shut it down for the day. So I kind of wanted to karate chop that kid. I got some good film, a little buddy, though. But anyhow, yeah, these are the main deals. And to give a little history, Gatorland, they started in the 40s. I'm not sure if it was 42, 49, something like that. They started back in the 40s. And actually, the iconic gator mouth that's on the property, when they first started out, you had to actually go through the gator's mouth to get into the park. But they had a fire. I know there's some video footage out there, but I just grabbed a little picture and copied it. This was from some years ago, but it's disgusted. At one place, the whole build, like one of the buildings, a couple of buildings on the property burnt down, so they actually had to redo it. And now the mouth is on the side. So anyhow, we'll get into that first little video, just kind of a sample of some of the animal stuff we seen. Then we'll come back and kick it a little more. All right. Yeah, they had a. Sure. Yeah, it's wild. There you go. See? They're just chilling like, That's pretty cool. They got free rain.
The kid didn't even know. He was just like, okay, it's all good.
What's up, old timer?
Yeah.
You alright?
But he had fun too, that's all I care about.
That's good, baby.
100% they can like this over.
But that thing a tank anyway.
I'll be careful.
Yeah, they ready. Feed me. Feed me. Go, big bro. After checking out the wildlife, and another reason I ended up getting the footage of the like limited footage was because we were actually heading back towards the zip line area. Because when we first came, that zip line, I took the first appointment for the day, which was like 11 o'clock, I believe. So the footage I took of the animals were just on my way to the back to go into the zip line deal. Anyhow, we got in the office, we got geared up and everything, and we took the short march down to the first tower. And I'm marching up the tower first and everything going up. I get to the top of that joint. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm away from my man and see what's see what's going on with all the safety measures. So I'm like, yeah, so how does this work? We got a secondary for this. If this failed, just the technical mindset I had. And of course, they had a great crew, man. You have a ball. They make sure you're safe and everything. But I'm sitting here like, all right, what's this? What's that? Asking a million questions. And there was a little girl beside all of us. It was hilarious. She blew by like, okay, well, let me go on across this joint. Clink, clink. Bzzz, she was gone, man. It was it was hilarious. And my wife was looking up, ready to film me coming out. She was like, wait a minute, you went up first, but you didn't go across first. And I'm like, yeah, I just had to see what was what. So anyhow, after that, I linked up, went across. Man, it was a ball, and it's good. Like usually I'm not apprehensive or fearful of stuff, but I did have a little, just for a hot second, had something I had to overcome. But anyhow, it was a ball. Another thing is, they don't allow filming like with a GoPro. I had I keep a GoPro deal on me when I travel and stuff. I got the head mount. I have the wrist mount in case you like go swimming. I had a body mount where it's like the harness and it's in the middle of the harness because I wanted to actually film the course and everything. But they said that they don't allow that due to, the possibility of somebody's equipment falling in there with the animals or something, which, who would argue that point? I mean, it makes sense. Uh, So I wasn't able to film the course. So I'm thinking I'm going to return. I think I want to get some of those Google glasses, like the ones they got or whatever. My wife told me they have some glasses out that's like a video camera deal. So I figured I can wear the Google glasses and you could see, a point of view of my perspective. Excuse me, walking over the expansion bridge or whatever it's called. I forget what they call it, suspension bridge, climbing the walk wall and hitting the just zip lining over the tigers. Tigers. Zip lining over the alligators, They got gators feeding and like the feeding and breeding pools. And I mean, what would have any animal, human or any other thing, or anything else, if you mating or eating, those are two times you don't want to be bothered. So I'm pretty sure they're not happy about people zipping over them. Anyhow, without running my mouth anymore, we'll go to the little short bit of footage I got from that. We'll come back and talk about that. At one time when I was younger living there, uh, late teens, early 20s, I had maybe 6 or 8 snakes at one time. I had corn snakes, bull snakes. I had a rat snake, but that sucker, every time I went to feed him, he just tried to bite and attack. He never really got domesticated, so to speak. So I ended up giving him back to the guy I bought him from. But I've had ball pythons, Burmese. I mean, I've had moon crabs, scorpions, I've always been into reptiles and insects real tough. And even like my oldest daughters, as I spoke about before, I had a fire years ago where I lost a lot of stuff, but among that, I had videos, man, of my children, like babies, uh, 2 years old, 3 years old, something like that, like handling my snakes and stuff. My daughters were fearless back in the day. It was wild, but they used to play with the snakes and all that stuff, help feed them, dogs, all. I used to always be into animals, but I always had a special thing for reptiles. And, Gatorland's the place to go. And another thing for folks to consider when you go on vacation, like nowadays, how everything is. Like, for instance, we went to Universal Studios as well. And now, man, I can imagine, like, if you got a family full of people, you go to Universal, it's going to be a nice ticket. So Gatorland, although it's not super dirt cheap, it is definitely one of the places where you can still kind of take your family on vacation, have a ball with them, have some fun yourself, burn the kids out where they can run around, have a ball and everything, and, without costing $1 million. So next, we're going to discuss Adventure Hour. Adventure Hour, man, that was a ball. That's the deal where you actually get in there, feed those alligators, and it's really cool from start to finish, the whole process. And one thing that's always been amazing to me is like the bond between man and animal. Like I said, I've had various iguanas, snakes, I mean dogs. I trained dogs back in the day, all type of stuff. And it's deep to see the bond between humans and animals, and also like human beings can kind of be the beast master or work with animals together, and animals that you wouldn't think, will be able to be lined up or commanded or, you know what I mean, guided. And it's really cool to see. You'll see the relationship between these trainers and the alligators. It's pretty cool. At one point too, thinking about it now, it was kind of funny when we took the pose for the picture at the end where you actually turn your back to all these hissing, growling alligators. While we were down there, one of the trainers, he tried to be funny. My man popped my leg with a stick, like just a little bit. He tapped it a little bit at the bottom. And for a split, like a nanosecond, bro, I was like, wait a minute. I thought for a split second, like, oh man, they on me, they on my ace. But then I thought about it, I was like, yeah, this guy been silly the whole time. This fool had the stick, man. So I kind of yelled out, don't do that, schnit, you know what I mean? And everybody broke out laughing, man. It was hilarious. But anyhow, We'll roll over to that now. Check that footage out, all right? Then we'll come back and kick it a little more.
In order to do Adventure Hour, you need a white paper receipt that says Adventure Hour.
He said, come on closer, you're not my family.
There you go. No, little one, back up. Not that one! Oh no, that one was fine. No, sorry, you made me nervous. There you go. Wait. If you don't have a gloved hand, this turns into swimming lessons.
Oh, gracious.
Everybody, you're going to come on down to where the stick is.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
They're creeping forward because they're like holding french fries in front of fat kids, you know what I mean? And you want to throw it at the side of their face. Anybody you want. Anybody you want.
Let me.
Caught it.
Come over here.
Oh.
Children, come to the stick. Come to the stick. And then once you get to the stick, hit them in the 5. Yes, yes, I like the 5. Go get another.
That was pretty sweet, right? It was. And you know, editing the video on there, I was like, man, I can't make myself look too bad because it was funny. It wasn't a nervous thing, but I'm thinking when they told us to throw the meat, I'm thinking when you toss it up, you know, once it goes up in the air, the gator was going to like, jump up and yank that joint out the sky. Well, not out the sky, but you know what I mean. Leap up and hit it, but it didn't. And the first chicken leg I threw landed like on the top of the gator's head in the back. And I look back at the footage because I remember that gator looking me in my eye, man. And let me see what you think. He was looking at me like, you dumb son of a... Man, how did you do that? It was hilarious. And when it landed, too, the first thing I thought, I was like, oh, man, I missed the mark. So I'm thinking that the gator's going to fight over it or they might go into the spiral locked up or something, whatever. It was funny. But instead, they were just like, man, come on now. And that was just hilarious to me. But that was definitely a cool experience, especially the call. When they made the call out and all of them started lining up, man, it was sweet. And it's funny how the buzzers or vultures, whatever they are, they started lining up too, because, you know, everybody wanted to get in where they fit in. And it was hilarious. Moving right along, we'll go to the next segment. After we did that, we took a train ride. And train ride is a train ride. You know what it is. I mean, it's good. That's one of the things the kids love. And actually, as an adult, you'll see some stuff out there that's pretty cool. And they happen to have a field trip going on with children. So, I mean, kids were everywhere. Kids were literally, I literally had a couple guys trying to push through me, kids climbing up the bench all on my back. I'm up in here like Rodman on the back in the day, like, get off me. No, I didn't do that. I wanted to, but I didn't. And, you know, at my age, you have to remember one secret to dealing with that with a bunch of kids. You know, kids are great. One thing you have to remember is, first of all, there was a time when you were a kid, you know, so, and if you were a kid in that situation, how excited would you be? You know, you have to remember, I used to be a child. I would be excited about this. And also I was what they call bad. I was a knucklehead sometimes. So,
Alongside all these domestic cattle, we've also got boots. Up next is the Nile Crocs exhibit. Nile crocodiles are famous for being the most aggressive species of crocodilian.
So now we're going to go to the last segment of what we did, which was the Stomping Gator Off-Road Adventure. And I must say, you know, I'm definitely into side by side. I'm a Michigan boy. I'm a mix between Michigan and Florida. I was back and forth there, you know, all my life. So, you know, even Michigan kids, you know, they believe a lot of us, they just think about the inner city. But, you know, I was blessed. My grandfather took us out to Kensington, and, you know, we went out to the lakes. You know, my grandfather had a boat. I was driving a boat at 5, 6 years old on the water, fishing, having a ball. I love motorcycles, dirt bikes, side-by-sides, you know, ATVs, all that type of stuff. So I was looking forward to this. You know, the big kid in me was like, yeah, let's get on this monster truck. And I'd have to say, you know, I didn't put the entire ride. I thought that would be corny, you know, to just put everything here. And some things you don't just, you know, you don't do justice with a camera. You have to experience. But one thing I wanted to mention also, you know, don't allow folks to limit your life. You know, a lot of people going around saying, Florida, you know, don't ever visit Florida. It's just full of, you know, racists and this and that and everything else, man. Florida is a very cultured place. I mean, like a lot of different backgrounds, cultures, ethnicities, you know, but along with that, there are plenty down home country hillbilly folks that aren't prejudiced, that'll sit and kick it with you. You know, coming up as a teen off and on, like I said, I was back and forth. And, you know, I had white partners coming up, kids who ripped and ran, ate all the food at each other's house. So, you know, I won't buy into that mess. And I'm telling you not to do that as well. Don't limit your life based on other folks' opinions. You know, you'll just do yourself a lot of disservice, you know. So if you're thinking about it, go check it out. Gatorland is one of the nice places. Anyhow, without further ado, we're going to go on into the Stomping Gator Off-Road Challenge.
But next week, they'll be retrofitted with a more Eden-Gardensy look.
No! You ain't never gonna be safe, Max. You hear me? You ain't never gonna be safe.
That reminds me, our crack team of unscrupulous lawyers has asked me to remind you to please adhere to all of these safety instructions. You can see gators at Gatorland if you're into that sort of thing, I guess. But here at Gator Gardens, we celebrate the real Florida with really fake animals. After all, what's more Florida than a cute and cuddly aardvark, a fuzzy marmoset, or a real Florida penguin?
You don't mess up my swamp for you.
Who doesn't love monster trucks?
Well, forget Gatorland, okay? Because we're heading back here to Gator Gardens. Kind of like a redneck version of It's a Small World. Yeah, we're going to be out here for 8.5 hours. Just seeing plastic dancing animals. Over and over again. Never ending. Yeah, I don't want to do the cricket. This is lame. Can we not? Wait, we have to. Well, I want work week, man. I don't want to do this. Like, look at this. Looks like a gender reveal party gone wrong. You guys pay real money for this?
How about that?
I mean, good job.
Okay, cool.
I think you broke it.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, probably. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm right.
Whatever. We didn't need it. I got a better idea, okay? We're gonna steal the buggy, go off-road, and find some real live animals. That sound good to y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a big old yeehaw! Yeehaw! Pretty good. Let's lose some people.
Let's lose the people.
Yeah, he can't read. What a beauty. Anyways, hey, there's a red arrow there. Red arrow means good things. Like red flags. Head that way. What?
I'm trying to read the menu of it.
The menu?
Anybody want like my milkshake or something like that? We can probably order.
No, that's not the menu. You still can't read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I thought menu.
No. It's not a fast food restaurant.
Can we get the Big Mac?
No. I'm going to show you a few of my favorite plants while we're out here. The green one. The green one. The green one. The green one. And the green one. They're all green. I don't know the difference. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is where Swampy lives. Hey, Swampy!
Swampy!
Got him, Mickey. Mickey, come out, dude. Boys, we are here at Swampy Sal's old gator pond. Yeah, we got 100 real live American alligators out here. Paid to sit around and do pretty much nothing. Yeah, just like the Kardashians out in Hollywood, you know? Yeah. Hi guys, we're here to see you. Where? Oh, sorry, Rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that way's to Cancun. Yeah, there's kids on.
Oh, I'll go to Cancun and take me there.
Yeah. I asked you a question.
Oh, that was a question?
Yes, come on.
Okay. What about this? If I go real fast and I hit that thing, bingo, bango, we could be like, woohoo! Yeah, right over.
What's the second part?
Oh, don't worry about that part.
No, we,
All right, you guys want to jump a bridge?
Yeah.
no, the second
All
part.
right, they're waiting for us.
Yeah.